Shalom.
Shalom.
First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem L'chakodash.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Basically, we're just gonna do a thinking out loud session. All right, whatever precepts come to mind. All right, we'll bring it out through the Spirit, man. But as we're running a few errands, all right, we're noticing how things are looking outside. You got these police officers everywhere. You got streets blocked off, and all this extra stuff. Okay, which is a method that they're using, all right, to desensitize the people, to get used to that police thing. Okay, to get used to the restrictions being taken away from you, to where you start to even forget what normality looked like, what normality feels like.
People getting used to restrictions being put on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you're looking at basically every aspect of life is being policed right now. You know what I'm saying? They did say that there was Corona a week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, whatever. All right, for 3 months, the whole entire globe was shut down, and all of a sudden, there's protests and riots around the whole entire globe. All right, it's not just a one thing. So that goes to show you that what we've been telling you and what the scripture's been saying, according to prophecy, is all happening right now, man, in this lifetime. All right, because most of the time when the Lord says something about what he's going to do, he talks about what? The world. It says, woe to the world and ye that dwell in them. All right, woe to the world and ye that dwell therein. You know what I'm saying? You go into the book of Revelation, it says that. You go into the book of 2nd Ezra, it talks about that. All right, so the world is not just talking about the nation of Israel, but the whole entire earth, as in the world as itself. All right, and we're looking at things happening. Like I said, you had this whole Corona thing, all right, this whole hoax. All right, and they use that to establish fear, all right, in the people, and to also cause confusion, to cause separation, to cause frustration. Okay, and now they've garnered that spirit, and now they've let people out, and now people are doing whatever they want. Okay, so now guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna come back and talk about how, because of the Rona, you about to have more restrictions on you, man. We're gonna have to force to give you that vaccine because you guys don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? You're looking outside right now, it's like people completely living like they forgot that there was something that was, happening and locked down, for the past 3 months. People outside, in groups, they're not even so-called social distancing like they were enforcing for so long. Nobody's doing that no more. Everybody's chilling, everybody living life. You got people wearing masks, you got people who are not wearing masks. People are just chilling, doing whatever. It's like a regular day. You know what I'm saying? But three months ago, not a single soul will be seen outside. If you're not an essential worker, we didn't see you outside, man. You know what I'm saying? So people are being treated like animals, like kids. Here it is, de Blasio in New York. De Blasio just said yesterday that the curfew, was off, effective by today, man. Today being Sunday. All right, so the curfew that we had, all right, it lasted about 2-3 days or whatever, now is off. Okay, and what did he say? He said New York, they were on a good behavior. Basically, he said, oh, you guys were on a good behavior, so we taking off the curfew, man. I said, what is all this, man? It's like a game. They playing with you, man. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say?
I got a precept here because you gotta understand, like the brother said, it's all mind control, mind games. Mm-hmm. All right, that they like to get inside your head and take you from being independent into making you subjective. First they force it upon you, and then they do it so much to the point where now you become dependent on them. All right, you rely on them, okay, to give to you and to take away from you. Mm-hmm. Okay, as they're doing right now. So they're getting people used to that state, because soon you get used to police being on every street, police being on every corner, helicopters flying above you, barricades here, things like that. And then slowly but surely the police start disappearing, and then you're seeing troops and military personnel, and next thing you know, it's little by little, through gradualism, they've taken away all your freedoms and the things you're used to, and they've replaced it with a controlled police state. All right, and that's ultimately from these higher ups. They knew that in order to get these people out the house without them being overly cautious about the coronavirus, so we can have an excuse to bring a second wave, cause a commotion that's gonna cause people to say, you know what, override the coronavirus. Right now we got a bigger problem to worry about. All right, and that's this whole drama with the Black Lives Matter situation. Mm-hmm. All right, it's people are saying this is a racism, and the problem with the system and all this is a bigger issue than the virus. So it doesn't matter. We're going to be out here. All right. Now, this is Ephesians 6:10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. Now, who is Paul's brethren? Okay. Really is the elect. All right. That he's speaking to. Okay. Ultimately, because Paul's an Israelite, but it's really the elect. Because the elect are the only ones who are going to be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. All right. We understand that it's not up to how many protests or how many people are standing with you or how much money you donate to a cause of defunding the police or whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's not going to change anything. We trust in the power and the might of the Lord. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right, and the whole armor of the Most High also goes into the helmet. All right, getting your mind right. Because the devil, the majority of the devil's games are deception, all right, mind games. Because he knows if he can chain and shackle up your mind, he can get you to do whatever he wants, okay? So it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, all right? Those are our enemies, man. Not what you're seeing on the outside, but behind the scenes. They're the ones pulling the strings and controlling you like puppets, man. If they can control your perception, they can control your actions, because you act based on what you perceive. All right. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. All right. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, because a shield it protects you against incoming attacks, incoming damage, and their attacks are these different philosophies, these different beliefs, the influence, as it tells you that she made the world drunk with her philosophies, her fornication. Guess what? That's what they're trying to shoot at the elect, man. Okay, as the scriptures say, they shoot at the perfect. Okay, so we're using our faith to block all those things off, because when your faith is strong in your belief, those different influences are not going to affect you. So it says, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is this word. Oh damn, that's the Spirit. The next sentence says, which is the word of the Most High. Okay, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So watch, you got to be circumspect, man. You can't just be so quick to jump into the heat of the moment, okay, because everybody's doing it, because it seems like, oh, you're going to be ostracized or ridiculed for not doing it. No, be circumspect. All right, that means you step back, you examine the whole matter, okay, hear the whole matter, hear the conclusion of the whole matter before you jump into anything, man. Okay, but they got these people trained to be just like zombies. Okay.
Yep. And in these times, man, this is not the time to be following the crowd, man. Scripture say what? Following not the multitude to the evil, yeah. You know. And a lot of our people, you know, like I said, we outside, and the things that you're seeing is just like, yeah, these people do need to get destroyed, because they look like they're gone. You know, I was talking to one of my former coworkers, and I was telling them, I was like, yo, remember like 3-4 years ago, I was telling y'all niggas that this was gonna happen. And yes, they are niggas, you know. I said, yo, I was telling y'all niggas this was gonna happen, and you know, I ain't hear no reply. They saw the message, but I ain't hear no reply. I think today or yesterday I got a reply where he said, yo, bro, shut the fuck up. This is not the time for this. You know, they all, you know, fucked up in the mind about this shit, you know. And I read it and I just laughed, because I'm like, y'all don't even know what's coming. You know, y'all don't even know what's coming, and if y'all did, I don't know what you be doing. You know what I'm saying? But you just reserved for judgment. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing what Ephesians just told us to do. They're not armoring themselves with the word of the Most High. They don't even know the Most High, and they shun the men who try to introduce them to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? So we doing our job. You know, it's like the example we gave Mom yesterday. About how, you know, we just out here doing our job. Basically, the Lord has given the verdict, and we just got to go out there and give them the word. Right. Look, you can't tell us about how, oh, you got to stop talking about how America's going to get destroyed. Why are you so negative? Why are you always talking about how bad things are about to happen? Well, that's what's coming. You know, it's like you doing the wrong thing, and then somebody tells you, yo, bro, what you're doing is going to lead to this, and then the third. You're like, nah, bro, why you always being negative? Nigga, because you're always doing negative shit. Mm-hmm. You know, you're always doing negative shit, and that's the 2/3 of our people, man. And Esau has you all fucked up because guess what? They got the system right now. They got it set up where everybody is enjoying that. Right now, we approaching that time of that peace and safety, man. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's gonna come outside, enjoying the summertime. You know, enjoying the sweet weather, everything like that. And then Esau gonna come in and be like, boom, Corona 2.0.
Yep.
You know, and this time is worse because they keep
Dark winter.
Right, dark winter. They keep telling people. And hey, script. That's why how should I say pray that your flight not be in the winter? Because look, them troops is coming out. All right, the mercenaries, they're gonna set them out, and they're not gonna come out here to try to make peace with you. You're not gonna see them dancing to TikTok videos.
Yeah, like these National Guard troops. Man.
That's not happening, bro. This time they're gonna say, look, bro. A lot of people went out. A lot of people still going out, and you have these parties that's happening. You got people chilling. You know, oh well, we don't have the virus, so this and that. First of all that stuff that's happening. Guess what? They're tracking you.
They let you entrap yourself because they allowed you to go out there. So now they have a reason to say, if you don't want to take the vaccine willingly, we can come and grab you up, okay, and forcefully take you to somewhere or vaccinate you. Why? Because of the fact that you were out here, okay, and amidst all these people, the chances of you getting the virus is extremely high.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So you have no excuse.
Hey, Cuomo came out and said what? He said, just if you're already outside protesting, just assume you got it. You know, it's like, what kind of virus is this? And apparently, you got doctors who are coming out, especially it happened in Italy. You got doctors coming out saying this is a bacteria. It's a bacteria that when you get, especially they were doing autopsies and stuff, they were looking at these dead bodies, you know, cutting them open, looking inside of them, and they said there was blood clots, man. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that came to mind is, well, what if when they die, they inject them with some type of serum or whatever that makes the blood look like that to deceive people, to make them think that, oh, it's actually blood clots. Because this thing has a mortality rate of less than 1%. You know, less than 1%. And what they did was to make people think that this is actually something to worry about. All the diseases and all the normal deaths that happens in our regular lives that we don't really think about, like people dying from diabetes, people dying from cancer, you know, the regular flu, whatever it might be. They just said, look, man, if you notice, people ain't dying from all these things no more. Everyone is dying from Corona now. For the past 3-4 months, it was always about Corona. You know why? Because the regular diseases that's killing people, the regular sicknesses that's killing people, including the flu, all right? They said, nah, if somebody dies, they come to the hospital and they declare dead, say Rona killed them. All right, so now the numbers are looking crazy. My mom was saying, she was like, it even makes no sense to have 800 and something people die in one day. Off of whatever disease it could be, man. There's no way you could have, and just in New York alone, you had 800 and something people die in one day. And you never see the bodies, you never hear about nothing like that. You never talk about the family members. It's like it just disappears. They just give you numbers and that's it. You gotta believe it. You know, you just no proof, none of that. They just say, oh, this is what happened, and that's it. Just take it as it is. You know, but us, we sitting over here, we're like, nah, man, this stuff makes no sense.
It's not adding up.
It's not adding up, man. The shit makes no sense, because if it did, and it was as crazy as they say it was, why did you lock everybody down for 3 months and then all of a sudden people is outside and you're not enforcing the same rules?
No precautions.
No precautions. There's no enforcement of the 6 feet apart. You know, all that. You know, the rhetoric. Or social distancing. It's not really about. It's not about social distancing. If you really wanted people to distance themselves, you should have said physical distance, man. That's what makes sense. But you said social distancing. Why? Because they wanted to have people apart from each other. And now look what's happening. You have riots and you have protests and you have people fighting each other, man. So 3 months there was no social vibes. Exactly. And 3 months. Exactly. 3 months is good enough for somebody to depart from somebody, man. You know, like your co-workers or whatever. You don't talk to them for 3 months. You don't see them for 3 months, and everybody's in that, you know, uptight lifestyle. When you come outside, you're gonna be roused up a little bit. Every little thing is gonna tick you off, and that's what we're seeing. It went from a regular protest of somebody who died, okay, to now people are just rioting, man. And it's
now they're calming down with it, and that's why they're saying they're removed, because they set it up, you know, to give you that sense of peace and safety, that sense of calm. You know, they first protest looting. This is insane. Trump is about to declare the martial law fully and send in them troops. And then they pull back, they slow it down. Trump is now taking the troops back. You know, that everything is calming down. Now we're in the reopening phases of the states.
Right.
You know, everything's going back to normal.
Right.
So now everybody's calming down, forgetting that you're only a couple of months away from the fall. You're only a couple of months away from the virus. And now don't be surprised if they keep the numbers low, and right before you get to the fall, boom, they start spiking up. And their justification is, remember those riots you guys were doing?
Right.
We try to warn you because you got Fauci. That's why they purposely had Fauci say, "Oh, I was looking at it and it was scary to me. The fact that all these people were together in this one area."
Right.
But then people brush it off as, "Oh, he's just racist," or he doesn't care about these people dying in this systematic error.
Right.
You know, that's your justification. Now I got a precept. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Okay, because we know what time it is. Why do you think we're not out there protesting with them? We are smarter than this, man. The scriptures say the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Okay, because Israelites, all right, we are bright people. We are very intellectual, very smart. But our people have been dumbed down to the point where they make the basis of man, Esau, look like an intellectual because of how easily they're manipulated by him. However, he can't get us. Okay, so that's why, and this is applying to us, because they can't get us with that deception. All right, it says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." So we understand that when the time of the Lord's return comes, people are not going to expect it. All right, when a thief comes, he comes when you least expect it. All right, for when they shall say peace and safety, the economy's open back up, you can go back to these different places, things are calming down, and it's starting to look like it's going back to normal. That's when you get hit, boom, and this time it won't stop. It says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. You know, that second wave takes them by surprise, or whatever means the Lord uses to catch them, takes them by surprise. It says, cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, there's gonna be no escape, man. All right, you gon' man, you people are gonna get got. Okay, it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Okay, so we are not in that position, okay, of getting gotten like the majority of these people, man. Okay, yeah, I mean you could park anywhere around. You can finish the video real quick. All right, we're not in that position for we're not in that position, all right, to get overtaken like these people, man. We know what time it is, man. Like when Yahushua warned our people back during the time, thousands of years ago, before the Romans pulled up and besieged Jerusalem. He told them, when you see the Romans, run. Right. So we're smart, man. Those people who fled when Yahushua warned them, they did not get caught up, okay, because they were on the alert. Yo, okay, oh shoot, they're here, gone. No chances taken. And that's what we're doing, man. Hey, the Lord said, in those days be ye even as pilgrims upon the earth. Okay, so when these things kick off, man, we're gonna be in that mindset of like, yo, if we gotta dip, we dipping. You know, we're not worried about these. No, the Lord is gonna take care of us. All he said was, if you gotta dip. That's it. Because once you have attachments to this place, you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna end up like Lot's wife. You're gonna turn around, you're gonna get caught up, and the Most High is gonna catch you. You're gonna get caught up in the judgment of the 2/3, man. All right, because I did a video a while back how the elect will not get caught up in the judgment of the 2/3, because the elect are gonna move according to the Spirit of the Lord. Okay.
And also, you got a lot of people gonna get caught up too, because right now they're in the spirit of, oh, we just went through a pandemic, we just went through a whole bunch of riots and whatever is coming throughout the summer. Now it's time to rebuild, make America great again. Let's reconstruct, like that post that we just saw. There was a lady who was, her story. She was like, next time we should elect a president who's going to be all about, reconstructing and reuniting the nation again. So people are going to be in that spirit of, peace and safety. Life is getting back to normal. Everything is getting better again. We're going to work together as one people and bring things back to how it was. No, the new world order is already here. The Esau already got what he wanted. All right, but now that's how we're really at the end, because scriptures say, well, when he's about to fill his belly, man. Meaning what? He's about to start taking draconian measures. He's gonna start vaccinating people, and when he starts getting to that point where he's chipping people and thinking that he got it, boom, there's gonna be sudden destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna be with it because they're gonna influence and have, through the media, all right, they're gonna perform certain miracles, because the media is very powerful, man. It could make you look good or bad. All right, they could demonize you, or they could make you look like a god using the media, man. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to use the media to influence people's mindsets and perception, all right, of this false reality that we're living in, and they're going to forget all about being spiritual, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be incited to, you know what, let me just take that chip because I don't want this pandemic to happen again. This is the best thing we have to do for our people. This is the best thing we got to do so we could come back together. You know, all this extra shit. You know, let's avoid a future pandemic like this. Let's take that vaccine. Let's take that chip. You know what I'm saying? But little did you know, once you take that chip, you sign yourself off to the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? So people are about to get caught up bad, man. You're not even paying attention to what's happening in the Middle East, all right? Because the tension is brewing up over there too, man. All right? So we're looking at prophecies from all angles, man. Not just here, but around the world as well, because that's what we're meant to do. Be watchmen. Okay? And Israel is scattered all throughout all four corners of the earth. So we use this word to warn our people, to let them know this is what's coming. All right, we know who we are, we know who the devil is, and the devil knows who we are, the devil knows who he is. So at this point, there's no hiding. He's just coming out and doing whatever he got to do. Okay, we're looking at police and helicopters flying everywhere like it's something that's normal. But people are not paying attention to that because they're tired of staying home. So this is nothing to them. Like, look, as long as I could go outside, as long as things open back up a little bit, I'm okay. Because they took everything away from you. So you just take whatever they give you. And what they're going to say is, if you comply, you get this. If you don't comply, we take this away from you. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to use fear and desperation to get you people to be in that submission spot for them, man. And once you people are in there, don't beg to the Most High because he's not going to deliver you. All right, because when the time came, guess what? You didn't seek the Most High, you turned him down. Okay, so I know I got a precept on this, and we can close it off on this. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? And why do you think when people come up, when they come up with all their different arguments, they can never confound us? Because we speak with the Spirit of the Lord, man. And not only in just speaking, but in your actions and the way you move. It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? All right, that's why you have the accounts and the testimonies written, so we can read it and we can learn from it. That we through comfort, patience to the roughly paraphrasing, us knowing the scriptures is going to comfort us. Okay, it says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Us through comfort might have faith.
Exactly. Through you know, so
hope.
So guess what? All those different accounts is to build our faith. So we know when the time comes, yes, the Lord told us to trust in him, not take the chip. But you might think, well, carnally, that's not even a reasonable thing to do. But guess what? All those people that trusted in the Lord, not one of them did the Lord forsake. Okay, especially, and those people are back here again today. And now that we need him more than ever, he ain't gonna disappear on us, man. Okay, the Most High is gonna pull through, because that's how he always comes through, clutch. You know? So hey, when the time comes, man, don't fear it. Okay, remember, use your faith to provoke miracles. All right, you can end up in a dead end, but don't think of it as the end. Think of it as, okay, I'm in a dead end. There's no other way but divine intervention if I'm gonna get out of this. All right,
just like during the time of Exodus, we all got to the Red Sea, you know what I'm saying? And there was nowhere else to go. Everybody was like losing faith, like, damn. Even Moses like, oh Father, why you got, look at all these people, they're gonna get us. He said, just keep going, just go. He said, all right, point your rod and just walk through. And that's what happened. And the Most High created a path for us to walk through, and then boom, the Egyptian army just got fucked up throughout the flood coming back to him, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have faith in that. We've seen him do it time and time and time again. We've read it time and time again. Romans 15:4 says what?
Time was waiting for our learning.
That's it. So we've learned about the power that we serve. We understand the power that we serve, and you know what? Through the spirit and power of the Most High, guess what? Through the Baqar Kodash, he's made himself familiar with us. How do we know that? When we pray, he answers our prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? We feel real close to the Most High, especially in these last days. All right, like he's making things happen. Like he said, these are things that are gonna happen in the last days. We talked about it. We had faith that was gonna happen, and now we're seeing it happen, man. So if anything, it's boosting our spirit even more. You know, it's boosting our spirit even more. So we have nothing to worry about. Again, like we always say, this is a movie of the Most High. He's not gonna make his main characters just pass on just like nothing happened. No, this is about us. It's about the elect. All right, it's always been about the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the ones who do what is pleasing unto him. All right, so he's not going to do away with the elect. No, the reason why this whole story is done is to show his power of how he delivered the elect from the times that were coming in. All right, so we already got the victory. Like the elder brother Yahshua always says, we already got the victory, man. We're already in the kingdom watching the movie, saying, damn, this is the time, this is the part where, you know, we really get into the hot zone, you know, the climax of the movie. You know, we're watching it. So we've already passed all this, man. We've seen this happen. It's already written off. It's already done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So what is there to fear? What is there to fear? Nothing but the Most High, man. He's going to take us through this thing. All right? So, hey, man,
pretty much it.
That's
all right.
it.
You know, just wanted to do that quick video, man. Just constantly trying to stay in the spirit as best as you can. Being that we have this great spirit within the great spirit, use that to build yourself up. Because when the time comes, the Lord is just letting everything loose, man. And you're gonna be with what you got. All right. So with that, we hope this was edifying unto the elect. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Recha Kodash.
Until next time,
Shalom.